that. So we've got a totally funky light situation because of the funky light situation outside. YouTube thinks that's just okay. This one. Good morning. Nick, is there enough light? You can tell me so. Good morning, YouTube. Hello. So, if you're watching via YouTube, and happy Monday, Lori, and YouTube has been a little sporadic, so if it cuts out, you're going to have to hop to Facebook or trust that I will notice, trust, and then hop back on, that I will try to reload it. Yesterday's class is in 2 parts because we lost contact, and then we put it back together. So we are stitching our digital selves as well as we can. We are on day 11 of balancing the vayus. So these movements through us are so important. We can think that we are separate from our digestion because it's not conscious. I'm not consciously digesting my food. But I am consciously aware of what I put in. And if I was to eat the entire jar of peanut butter, I would be very conscious of my digestion. So we are participating with what moves through us. The most engagement that we have in these winds is related to our thinking. What am I bringing in was what we worked on in days 1 through 8. What am I bringing in? And now, what am I setting down? Because by setting it down, I'm making space. You ever tried to run defrag on your computer because your computer's getting slower and slower and slower and slower, and then it runs that little scan that shows you how scattered all of your data is, which is like an imprint of what my mind can look like in the late evening. Just so many little bits and pieces if I haven't been careful. And there's not enough space to run defrag to make order. And so if we consider releasing what is no longer necessary for us, an ability to continue to make more space, the more space we have, the easier it is to rearrange what's in us anyway. So this is a level of mental, emotional, and spiritual hygiene. What thoughts are no longer necessary? What habits, what expectations, what assumptions are no longer necessary because they can leave on my breath, because my thoughts and my habits and my patterns are imprinted in my body, in my connective tissue, in the way I hold bone to bone. I can breathe that out and make more space and feel how vast I am. That's participating with Apanavayi. That's the necessity of putting down what we're done with and not carrying yesterday forward in ways that don't serve. Lisa posted this really perfect writing, so if you haven't hooked up, Lisa Pauli is the fantastic contact that I will point you at if you are in Europe and you want to be using our oils. I will say look up Lisa Pauli and you can see her on Instagram. The universe is not making you wait. You are simply in the space between realizing where you're meant to be and feeling that you're ready to go there. This is when you phase out denial. You release the anchors, the attachments, the false beliefs This is not a punishment for being unfinished. It's a sacred part of movement and journey. You are not stuck. You are becoming the person who can make the leap. Leave behind today anger, denial, fear, hesitation. Step forward. We go. Palms together, heart high. Ong Namo, I bow to everything outside of me, guiding me, healing me, holding me. Guru Dev Namo, I bow to everything inside of me, rising to meet it all. Outside and in, we are blessed. 3 times, inhale. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo roll your shoulders, roll your wrists. Your playlist starts at horizon. Let me start there. Could I have that chair, please? So I will warm up and I will make modifications using the chair today. Using the chair. If you don't need it, don't do it. Hands on your hips. Inhale, heels high. Walk around a little bit until you can stay in one place and then be still and let all of the wobbling settle. And then hands down, heels down. From there, set your gaze on one point. Heels up, hands up. Inhaling, rising. And then exhaling, settle. We're making more space internally. Inhale to rise. Go, you go. Inhaling up. And down. The last time, heels up, hands up, slow down, ground your feet. So there is an anchor. Hands stay high, heels down, but we are free. Good. Left foot steps back. Look up, turn your palms away. Soften your front knees, sweep wide, and hinge at the hips, folding. Backs of the hands to the spine. Inhale, sweep wide. So to modify, don't go as far. Fold, tuck of the chin, just part way down as you can. And then inhale, open. Reach into the fingertips. And fold. Just find your edge. Just find what serves you. And reach wide. One more time, we will fold. And wherever you find that fold, stay a breath. Inhaling, lengthen the spine, broaden the chest. Exhale a little further. And sweep wide and reach high. Keep your hands high and step your left foot up. And change right foot steps back. Lifting up, looking up, turn your palms away. Hinge at the hips, fold. So the front knee can be soft. Keep yourself safe, sweep wide, rise up tall. By safe, I mean keep your connective tissue unstrained so you can return tomorrow. Inhale, open wide. Again, right hip squares forward, chest goes long, chest open. Stay a breath. Lengthen your spine, broaden your collarbones, fold. And release. We just begin slowly, dignify our body, our form, step up, our human design. Widen out. Set your blocks inside your left foot. I will do the chair on this side. And your right foot steps back, so you're in warrior 2. So this is your highest prop. You're going to step on the side of the chair, hands wide. Straightening up, inhale. Exhale, go wide. Inhale, reach. Exhale, widen. Last time, reaching up. And then settling. Good. Elbow to thigh, or if you need to, just hand on the chair. Sweep across. And returning, reverse. Modification, straighten your leg. Hands wide. So the full posture, elbow to thigh, hand overhead or hand on the chair. And return, warrior 2. Keep the left knee bent or modify, straighten the leg. What do you need? What do you require? What serves your body? Build that and then move through. Straight or bent, your choice. And elbow to thigh, stay, or hand on the chair. So you're a little higher, a little more support, a little more stability. Right elbow down to your rib, look to the left shoulder. Reach up, overhead, look up. Exhale, make a fist with your right hand. And inhale, open. And then exhale down. Last time, keep the chest broad and reach out through your right hand, stay. Down into the heels, up out through the spine. Turn your chin from side to side. Good. Good. And then widen out. You'll take your blocks to the right side foot. Or you can move your chair. If your chair doesn't move, put your foot on the right side of your chair. Hands wide. The left foot steps back. Inhale, we reach. Exhale, go wide. So the chair and the modifications today are because this is possible for all of us. We all have a body. And sometimes that body is ill or tired. Elbow to thigh, reach across. And it's good to know that you can make a modification and continue your practice if you choose. Reverse, reach up. Or even just listen and follow in your mind, hands wide. Right hand, elbow to thigh or hand to chair. And warrior 2. Reach back. And wide. Elbow to thigh or hand to chair, stay. Bend your left elbow, elbow to ribs, look down. Open your left hand, reach up, look up. So we begin to just slowly move through the joints, the planes, the angles, the anchors of the body. So that it's ready when we put more energy through it. Stay and turn your chin side to side so that our wiring is clean, clear, and effective. We can handle a little more through our system. Stay. Upright. So step up to the top of your mat. I'm going to stay facing the chair. Inhale, hands up high. Sweep wide, put a bend in your knees and fold, hands sliding down the backs of your legs. This is the full gesture. Sweep wide, reach up high. I'll modify with the chair. So bend to the knees, hands wide, hand to the chair, a little tuck of the chin. Good, bend to the knees, heels down, hands up high. Hands wide, tuck of the chin, onto the chair. And sweep wide. Advancing as you choose, one more. Now lifting halfway, so the spine flattens, and then a little more fold. Maybe hands on shin or thigh. Exhale, fold down further if you're capable. Drop your head one more, lifting halfway, or hands on chair, and exhale, fold into it as you can. Roll your inner thighs back, lengthen your spine. And then hands coming down, step back to downward facing dog. So full gesture. We're going to set the blanket beneath your knees and bring hands, both feet to the left. Cross your left foot in front of your right and put your knees down to the blanket. For me on the chair, I have my left thigh crossed over my right, hands high. And then sit your hips back towards child's pose. Fold as you can, legs crossed. Inhale back to hands and knees. If you're in your chair, hands up. Exhale, fold towards that cross-legged child. Tuck of the chin, head down. Inhale, reaching hands and knees. And then exhale, we'll fold back into child and stay. Wherever you are, soften your hands and your elbows. Allow the body to fold over the thighs, the chin to drop. Soften your inner thighs, your knees, your feet, open the joint space. And rise up. Tuck your toes, hips up. Step your right foot in front of your left if you're on your mat, or cross your right leg over your left on the chair, knees down. Child's pose, exhale, folding. Inhale, rising to hands and knees, wag the tail. Fold back, child's pose, in the chair. Inhale, hands and knees lifting up. And then widening down and just stay. Hands descend, opens the back, lengthens the spine, tuck of the chin, soft elbows, soft shoulders. If you need support, hands on thighs. 2. 1. 2. Unfold. Find your downward facing dog. Seated, steady, hands on thighs if you want to stay on your chair a moment. On the floor, you walk your feet to your hands. Drop your seat. If you're in your chair, you're going to just sit straight, hands out long. Good. Bend your elbows, pull your backs of your arms against your shin. Here's your exhale, reach straight out, tuck your chin, here's your inhale. Exhale draws back. In the chair, it's super simple. Inhale, reach out, exhale, heart through. Inhale, tuck of the chin, reach out. Exhale, draw back. So you're just using the upper body to keep drawing forward and back. And now as we reach forward, draw your elbows back, put your palms together, put your thumbs to your heart to your thumbs, stay. So if you're in a full squat, Malasana. 2. And for 1. And we all come down to the floor. Lying on your back, knees are bent, feet are flat. It can be big or small, this movement. It's up to you. Hands overhead. Hips up, heels down. Walk your heels under your knees. Walk your shoulders towards your heart. And then exhaling, hands down, hips down, roll through the spine. Inhale, hips up, hands up. Exhale, roll down. Inhaling up, it may be an inch, it may be 3, it may be more. Roll down. Last time, lift your hips, lift your hands. Keep your hips up, bring your elbows down, and stay. Soften the low back, let it drop just a ½ inch. Press your heels down, press your elbows down. Shoulder tuck another. And then you release your elbows and roll your spine back down to the floor. Hands to shins, bring it in. And then heels lift, hands overhead. Exhale, hands to shins. So go slowly. Go slowly. This is the most modified. If you need to, you can go one leg at a time. Or, as you're ready, next step would be hands beside heels. Draw your heels towards your hips and then draw your hips off the floor, inhaling up, exhaling down. Last step, lift your head, shoulders, tuck your nose towards your knees. Even with hands on shins, you can add a little extra curl, beginning to build the relationship of the front body and the back body, the low back. Three, two, one. Hands out wide or underneath the backs of your hips, heels wide open. Exhale to cross. To modify, bend your knees. Flex your feet wherever you've gone. As you can, legs are very straight, very precise. And you begin to draw the front of your body down to meet the back of your body. You draw your navel towards your spine. You draw your sternum towards your heart. You draw your heart towards your spine. Glue yourself to the floor. From there, let your heels get a little quicker, a little stronger. Eyes closed. Each cross is an exhale. Out, 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 out. Five, 4, 3, 2. And heels wide. Good. Lift your head and shoulders and reach between your thighs. Hands find the backs of your legs. Keep hold there. Roll your head and shoulders to the floor. Good. Now roll your thighs forward into your hands and press into your heels. Knees may be bent. On your inhale, bend softly. On your exhale, press straight. Inhale, bend. Use your hands to widen. Exhale, press like you were seated on the wall in front of you. Inhale, widen. Open the base body, right? The seat, the perineum, the opening of the pelvis beneath you. This is how we clear our way to our anchor, our foundation. And then press, stay. Feel the arches of your feet, your inner knees, your inner thighs, the pelvis, the floor of the pelvis, the backs of the hips. All the ways we will sit and take our seat in the world, take our stand in life. Bend the knees, use your hands, bring the knees together. Roll up to a cross-legged seat. If you joined late or there's any question, you're at the sacred. Hands move side to side. So the modification, if you need to, just sit in your chair. Side to side. Side to side. Look down and see if you're cross-legged that your right shin is in front of your left. And you bring your left hand to your right knee and your right hand behind you. And you turn your navel. Inhale right up the spine. Exhale, turning. Inhale up the spine. Exhale, turn your shoulders, soften your inner thighs. And turn the chin, locks, eyes, neck, and release center. Block out in front. And I'll show you a great modification with the chair. Hands on the chair. Legs covered. Walk your seat back. And begin to fold. So hands are on the block, or forearms are on the block, or forearms are on the chair. When you're ready, Fingertips to the floor, forehead on the block, or even forehead on the chair. If you need to be upright and long, looks like this. Breathe into the back of your body and settle, widening the seat beneath you. To rise up, change. Put your left shin in front of the right and move from side to side. There's no right wrong to the modifications. You can be creative. You can find the way that allows you to continue the movements. But it supports whatever needs a little extra hand. Take your right hand to your left knee. Your left shin is in front. And you turn through the navel and inhale up the spine. Turn through the ribs and up the spine. And you turn through the shoulders. So that when you release, walk your fingertips to the block in front of you, walk your seat back, really finding the pelvic floor on the bolster. Good, heart forward or hands on the chair. Maybe bringing your forearms down, find a block, or a little bit forward on the chair. Or walk your hands all the way out on the fingertips, drop your head onto the block, maybe crossing your arms to rest your head on your arm. I'm not rounding. Hands pressed down in a way the seat squares into the floor, the chest is open. Walk yourself up, hands on thighs, sitting tall. I'll start us out and then I'll move to the chair. Legs are crossed, heart is high. The Kriya begins here. Any adjustments you need, set yourself up. And begin a circle at the seat. You're seated on a 6-inch disc. Close your eyes and feel that circumference beneath you. Feel the spine straight up out of that circle. But the point of your crown of your head is drawing a 6-inch circle on the ceiling. Close your eyes and settle. Open so you can hear the river. Taking your attention inside. Two. Pause tall. Take your forehead towards your right knee or hand. Inhale out. Towards your left knee or hand. It can be the subtlest of folds. Eyes closed, 1 minute. Same thing if you're cross-legged. Just fold the forehead towards your knee. Eyes are closed. 3, 2, 1. Pause. Right hand on your chest, left hand on top. Turn left, turn right. Inhale, exhale. Doesn't need to be big. Turn from the seat. Rather than turning the upper back, turn from the navel, elbows wide. If you're in your chair, really feel your feet on the floor. Feel your seat square in the chair. Turn from those surfaces, from the ground. Inhale left, exhale right, really bringing the breath out of you. 3, 2, 1. Center, pause, notice, it gets clearer. As we empty ourselves, there's space. We are vast internally. Hands on thighs, most modified, folding forward, inhaling up. That's it, 1 minute. Inhale up, exhale, fold. Cross-legged seat, same thing. Adding on, hands to shoulders, fold. Elbows wide, elbows wide. Adding on, hands behind the head. Might mean you don't go as far, but you're opening the chest a little more. Explore. And eventually forehead to the floor, but no force. Just duration. So any of those modifications, really finish with the elbows wide, the heart high. Strengthen the upper back. 1 more time. And land your hands on your thighs. And be still. Onto hands and knees. So if you can't be on hands and knees here on the floor, I want you to imagine you're on hands and knees. This is the floor, this is the floor. We're going to cat-cow, and you move right from here as if your hands and knees were on the blanket. When we rise up, just do the same thing, returning. Good. That's your move. So at hands and knees, cat-cow, tuck of the chin, drop of the head. To inhale, open. To exhale, close. Take your time. Really anchoring your hands into the floor. And then you begin to move more swiftly. To open, to close. Can you smile? Ah. And you loosen the jaw and flutter the lips. Move through you. We are a current, we are a flow, we are an event, a gathering of molecules and then a redistribution. Good. Lift your hands as you arch your back palms together and then exhale, round down. When you exhale, hips roll towards your hands. Inhale, rising. If you're good there, try to bring your palms and your elbows together. We go 5, up, and then round. Open the back of your body. Open and lift the heart. Good. One more time. We go. And to your frog. Set your heels on the blanket. The balls of your feet down. Option 1. Hands are on blocks, heels turn in. Full frog, hips up, look back. Bend to the knees, look forward. Super. If you prefer, it's better on your back. Feet flat and parallel, holding your outer feet, your outer ankles, or your outer knees. Some people really protect their low back with the parallel feet. Go where you can. It's like human flossing. With the chair, I stand up, I face the chair, and I arch my back. I bend my knees a little bit and around. I bend my knees a little bit and around. Inhale. Exhale. 8, 7, 6. If you need to, hands on the chair or turn the chair away from you. Good. Just gets a little bigger, whatever you can manage, whatever you can manage. 3, 2, and 1. Set your chair aside, set your blanket, your blocks aside, come to stand. Out the feet, out the hands, and we're going to turn the feet. Turn the feet. And following the feet, turn the knees. Modification, do what you can do and simply stand. Get yourself moving. Turn. Turn the hips. Out the fingers, out the breath. Turn, we go. Shake yourself apart so you can come back together. Milk and cream separate. We shake the bottle to bring them together. Coming back to who we are. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Land and feel. If you're dizzy, lightheaded, sit down. Feel the upheaval. Maybe day at a time, it's both getting more familiar, maybe a little less sticky, cranky, dark, thick. Good. Come to your belly. Belly down. My loves, to be honest, I don't know how to modify this. Good. Walk your right hand out, roll to your right side, bend your left knee, roll open, and then belly down. Maybe cobra, peel open. And reach the left hand out and roll your right knee open and belly down. I think to modify you would be belly on your mat and just rolling side to side. Then the slightest of lifts. Most importantly, finding some play. Leela. Finding some freedom. Put down the should, the would, the obligation, the conditional choices. Come up into this. Good. One more. One more. Deep grief, that is a phenomenal gesture if you're ever stuck. Walk your left fingertips out. Tuck your left toes under. Reach your right hand back, thumb points down, bend your knee. This might be great. Just lift here, inhale. And exhale, set down. Or hold your outer ankle, press into your heel, up and down. To rise. And roll through the abdomen. One more, we stay up. Whisper of ha. Close your mouth out the nose 10 times. roll down, change sides, right hand out, right toes tuck under, left hand reaches back, maybe that's it, lift up as you can, and roll down. Or hold your outer ankle, inhaling up and down. Right. Whisper up, ha. Close your mouth 10 times, right out the nose. Clear yourself. Good, set it down. Cross your forearms, forehead down on the arms or on the mat. If your head's on the mat, arms out long, full prostration. Hands back, peel yourself up, and come into your seat. So the legs cross, the heart high, or you're seated onto a chair. Get it in a jiffy. With your hands on your thighs, with your heels forward under your knees, imagine that you were on a clock. And ahead is 12 and behind is 6, to the right is 3, to the left is 9. You will move clockwise around that clock, and you'll move clockwise into your inner organs. So you're sort of mashing into the right side and then into the left side. And get deep down into the bowl of your pelvis. Get deep into the ribs, into the liver, into the small intestine, down into the colon. We're helping ourselves digest. We're helping what has been digested move through us. All these spongy inner organs require our attention. Let it get a little quicker. 3, 2, 1. Just pause and talk. Feel the activity, even a sensation of brilliance in the belly. Come to lie down on your mat, moving your blanket aside. Lie down flat. If you need to stay on your chair, awesome. You'll just do the upper body. As you lie down, draw your right shoulder up towards your ear and draw your left shoulder down. Reach into your fingertips, so reach your hands past your body. And you're going to flex. When you draw your shoulder up, draw your knee up a little bit and flex your foot. Ah, ah. So that when you can feel the left side and the right side of the body against one another. Close your eyes. You got 30 seconds right here. How do we create balance and integration? One side at a time, and then we allow them, invite them to re-engage. Release. Coming together. Keep letting go. Release the denial, the hesitation. Walk the feet in. Hands under the hips, heels up high. Drop your left foot. Drop your right. In your chair, you just lift one leg. Set it down and lift the other. Use the low belly. Work there, or only on the mat, 2 feet down. Inhale up, exhale down. Knees may be bent, that's another modification, another step. As you're ready, Legs are straight, feet flexed. Close your eyes. Releasing what anyone else thinks. A moment without social obligation or conditions. Just you with you. Three, two, one. Bend your knees. Put your feet flat. Free your hands. Hands to your outer thighs. Roll yourself to a seat and roll back. So allowing your feet off the floor. This is most modified. If you don't need to, you can begin to work your hands behind your head or work on keeping your feet to the floor. As you're ready, the legs go straight. Inhaling back, exhaling that little crisp hinge of the hips so that you're not rounding. Taking action in the world. You can do it, you can do it. 20 seconds. And lie back and hands down. Release. You hear the river outside, swollen with rain, moving over the stones through the valley. Feel that moving through you. Pause your playlist if you haven't. Oh no. Okay, keep it going. Feeling the current. Can you trust it? Can you be held? Can you be carried? Letting the body be completely effortless. The breath stays large and smooth. Bringing your attention to the energy along your spine, right up to the brain. On your inhalation, gather a sensation of energy and light. Inhale it toward the brain, toward the spine. Exhaling, that line grows bright. Inhaling energy to the spine. Exhaling brilliance and light. Just continue that light awareness of your breath and your body. softening the shoulders, the face, the hands, and the neck. Inhale, light into the spine. Exhale, let it be brilliant, consolidated. Deepening your breathing, release the effort of your mind, let your body be free. Walk the feeling. Either rolling through your right side or hands to shins to roll up. Now pause your playlist. And build a cross-legged seat. If you need any extra wrap or shawl, stay warm. Reminding ourselves to feel the seat, that apana vayu is centered in the root. That if we were to be planted into the ground, where our root began into the soil, is the center of apana vayu. Base of the spine, the pelvic floor, place where we release all mental and physical elimination. For our meditation on our inhalation, gather all your thoughts, sensations, awareness, gather it through the body and down to that place where you are resting on the earth. On the exhalation, imagine all that awareness, thought, emotion, energy down through the root into the earth. So inhale comes through you and down to pause, and then out into the earth. Through you, inhaling, gather at that root center, out into the earth. On your exhalation, feel the weight of your body wherever it meets the ground. Inhale down into the root center, pause there, feel it accumulate, and then down into the earth. Invite your upper body to be changed by this. The shoulders, light and loose. The jaw, the expression, the lips, the eyes, clear and buoyant. Keep drawing density through you down to the root center. Pause there on the inhale. Out into the earth. Density, grief, confusion have a role to play in our lives. Let that gravity be trusted but directed, breathing it through you and down into that root. I am stable. Release the effort of your mind or your breath and simply allow the breath to be free, involuntary. In that root center, where you were drawing your breath and pausing your breath and building awareness, right there, sense or see a downward pointing triangle, dark blue. Let it reside in the pelvis, pointing down. Feel that through that triangle is a pulse or a flash of energy, almost like lightning, down into the ground. Doesn't follow the breath, doesn't follow the body. There's an energetic charge, a discharge into the earth. You may have a pulse or a tempo. Just 1 minute, stay with us. Deepening your breathing. As we exhale, just feel the weight into the seat. Sweep wide, reach high. And the palms together, right down that center line. Tall and stable. Sweep wide, inspired, elevated, and rooted. Bring it down. Last one. Thumbs to the forehead center, pausing tall. I am this, Sat Nam. 8 count Sat, 2 count Nam. Inhale. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Notice the space. Today, each breath out, right down through your feet. Let it go. What you're carrying. What's unnecessary. Move it through you. If we were to hold our breath, it would kill us. We have made great use of the things that have come through us. And then there is a time to move it out. After writing and consideration last night and this morning, I am releasing the obligation of legacy. I do not need to do what my father expected me to do. I do not need to mother the way my mother mothered. I do not need to please my sisters in each of their interests and regards. My friends, my family, I can kindly and fully and gracefully release those obligations, shoulds, musts, will you, won't you, when will you, to be here in my choice. Sadhana. Because what happens when I let that pass is then there's no conditional acceptance. You'll be a great sister when. You'll be a great mother if. I am. This is what we make as we release. I am. May it be so. Upon a vayu, an anchor, a home. So all this week at noon, I will be here. If you're new, load the playlist if you like. It's called Balancing the Vayus. This was Modification Monday, so you can replay Monday over and over if you want to, or always feel like you can bring those modifications into every single sequence that you require. Get more familiar with changing what you need to so you can participate. Absolutely fantastic. That way my mom can join. So that when you're 88, you're still a yogi. We are always, always available to our bodies. Tomorrow I will not use the chair, but you might. There is no condition here, and you are never behind. Join me when you can. And when you can't, know that we are here practicing for you, through you, with you, but you are never behind. Join when you can. You have a big 40-day window that I will hold open, and from there it's your choice. Satnam.